Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. Let's make it a great day. It's a great day because you have a choice. You could either make it a great day or you could make it a bad day or a sad day, a depressed day, but I'm here to encourage you to make it a great day. And why not start off the week on a positive note? And why not continue to challenge yourself and continue to grow? That's what I'm all about, positive leadership and encouraging you and all of my listeners, including encouraging myself to get better, do better, make a difference, give people an opportunity, share with others. Be positive. We got enough negativity in the world today. We can be positive change agents. We can be repairers of the potholes of life, and we can make a difference. I know you're with me. I thank you again for listening. And so today I want to talk to you about identifying potential leaders. We need potential strong leaders to become effective leaders. And so if you're a leader today, and I know you are, you have an opportunity to pour in someone else's life and even make them better, even perhaps better than you. What's wrong with that? You're not jealous, are you? You won't be envy. You'll be proud of the fact that you were able to make a contribution to a future leader. But I want to give you some points on how to identify those potential leaders. One of the primary responsibilities of a successful leader is to do what? Identify potential leaders. Having the ability to recognize ability. Look, you can't do it alone. Whether you're running a company, whether you're running just a lemonade stand, you can't do it alone. You're going to have the ability to see the best of people and not be intimidated. Leaders know, they know this. They know that the future success of any organization depends largely on the ability to build a team that is an effective team. So today, when seeking potential leaders, my friends, here's what I'm saying. Seek people who seek solutions. Seek people who seek solutions. We don't need a bunch of followers. We need people who can add value. Because good leaders, what they do is they deliberately seek out and find potential leaders. That is, great leaders not only find them, but they do this. They transform them into other great leaders. Just quoting my friend and mentor, John Maxwell, he says this. He says, every person God creates has gifts. That's true. There's something in you that God put in you that he wants you to share in the world, share in your community, share on your job, share in your neighborhood. But as leaders, one of our jobs as leaders is to make an assessment, that is, of those gifts when building a team. I've often used the baseball analogy, 9 players going onto the field, and there's a coach and a manager, and they're determining who's going to play where, whether they play on the infield or the outfield, or whether they're a pitcher or whether they're a catcher. Well, that manager has to see something, the ability of that particular player being able to play that position. You can be a wannabe all your life and want to play second base, but you're not cut out for a second baseman. You might be cut out to be a designated hitter. Just get up and take your forward bats every game, and that's it. But there are people that are going to play the field, and you've got to be able to see as a leader who can play what position. John Maxwell, he goes on and he says that every candidate can be viewed as a wannabe leader. Think about that. I want to take you through a list of wannabes. Let's talk about that. There are 4 types of wannabes. I'm not talking about bumblebees. I'm talking about wannabes. Number 1, never be. That's a never be. These are some people they just simply lack the ability to do a particular job. It kind of reminds me of someone in the church. You know, sometimes when you're starting off in a small church, small congregation, you're looking for leaders. You're looking for people to play parts in the church, whether it be an usher at the door, whether it be a trustee, whether it be someone who sings in the choir. Well, you think about someone who wants to be in the choir because they just simply want to help, but they can't sing a lick. They want to be, but they're not going to never be because they just weren't gifted with a voice to sing. Well, there's another wannabe that could be. That's what we're talking about when you think about potential. A could-be person is one, perhaps with the right gifts and the abilities, but they're lacking one thing. They're lacking the self-discipline to hone in on that which they know. There's so much more potential there if they learn how to do X, Y, and Z. Going back to my baseball analogy, there could be a pitcher that can throw 100 miles an hour, but if the pitcher doesn't have control of the pitch, he's going to walk 8 or 9, 10 batters a game. He's got to have the discipline to be able to throw the ball over the plate in the strike zone and be able to pinpoint to the batter's weakness so that he can get them out. But that's just talent, being able to throw the ball 100 miles an hour, but you got to be able to have self-discipline and be able to hone in on your expertise of knowing the hitter's weakness and being able to pitch to it. So we've talked about two of the wannabes, the never be and the could be, but next will be the should be. The should be is a person that just simply has raw talent but few skills. They need training, and once they are given help, they will become the person that they were created to be. They just need a little help. Someone sees that potential. Somebody comes along and say, look, let me help you with that. Let me help you see that. And then soon they are able to see it. And they begin to work on themselves with the help of a coach. And that's why you see some of the great coaches are able to take the diamonds in the rough, that basketball team, and they see that the person has the athleticism, but they're lacking the discipline, and they work with them in practice, and they work with them in one-on-one sessions and team sessions, and they take them in the film room, and they review the film. And then sooner or later, you see that the player improves because they have a good coach. They have a good leader, someone who is helping them see themselves and the potential that they have, and they go from being a should be to a must be. That's the last one, number 4, a must be. A must be is the only thing a must be lacks is opportunity. Opportunity they're given the right gifts, they have the right skills, they have the right attitude. And must be, they possess these things, and they're able to make a difference. And generally speaking, they're going to be captains on the team. They're going to be folks that are not afraid to take the winning shot at the end of the game. They're going to be the ones when all of the hostile crowd is booing and hollering and screaming, they'll be disciplined to still sink the free throw. They'll be disciplined to continue to stay focused. And so we've talked about the 4 types of wannabes. You got the never be, you got the could be, you got the should be, and you got the must be. But remember, if you select well, the benefits, they are multiplied. If you select poorly, the problems are multiplied, which will cost you time and will cost you money. And so hiring an employee is like someone said, it's like skydiving. Once you've jumped out of the plane, you are committed. And one of the biggest mistakes you can make is hiring or selecting people whose ability and expertise that are beneath your own ability and expertise. Don't be afraid. Hire someone smarter than you. You might learn something. That's how I'm learning. I'm learning from the smart people, the ones that know more than I know, and they're making me better. And they say I might be giving them a golden nugget or two, but the reality is that I'm growing because I'm hanging around people who are constant and continuous learners and growers, and they happen to share with me, and I share the little bit I know with them. I want to give you some more nuggets here. Potential leaders or followers, that's the question. You know, which one are you going to be, a potential leader or a follower? Well, I encourage you, the leader's role is to do these 4 things. Make hiring the responsibility of a highly developed leader, because you're going to be looking for people who can be difference makers. People who can be change agents, people who can make a difference. The second thing for a leader that's identifying talent is to hire the most highly developed leader that you can get. Don't settle. Don't settle. Go for the top gun. And it's going to make a difference. It's going to help your organization. Sure, you can build up some, but don't settle. Don't go into the bottom of the barrel. Pick up the best that you can. Number 3, commit to modeling leadership. You got to be the model, just like the model that goes down the runway and they show off what they have on. You must be the model in what you do and what you say, your personality, your walk, your talk. It must add up where people begin to listen to you and they begin to follow you and you begin to deposit in them. Number 4, commit to developing those around you. What good is it to get all up to the top of the hill and just be standing there by yourself with your arms stretched high? Bring the whole team with you and let everybody celebrate. In drafting or selecting the best, you're going to need to know what qualities to look for. You know, there's a lot of good qualities, and I can only come up with a few of them right now because of the time that we have. But one of the key qualities you're going to need when you're searching and looking for potential leaders that can make a difference and that are impact in your organization. Good leaders, that is, they must have character. And character is just simply being honest, simply having integrity, self-discipline, teachability, dependable. They have perseverance, consciousness, self-conscious, and a strong work ethic. These are great qualities of great characters to get behind some leader that you are able to learn from and grow from. They must be humble. They are truly what we call a servant leader. The warning signs as relates to bad character, when there's a person who is exhibiting bad character, you'll see they'll have unfulfilled promises, unfulfilled obligations, failure to meet deadlines, a person that has failure to take responsibility for his or her action, always making excuses, the blame game. I'm here to tell you we need more positive people with character. That is first and foremost when you're identifying great talent, is look for the ones that exhibit character. Number 2, influence. Every leader has to have this characteristic. They have to have the ability to be able to persuade others to go with them. That ability is important. Every leader must know where they are going, and every follower had better be sure that they're behind a leader who knows what they are doing. You're not going to follow, as the expression goes, the blind leading the blind. You're going to follow someone who has vision, insight, determination, perseverance, that has influence with impact, that makes a world of difference. And so I've said to you, these 2 characteristics, character and influence, you're going to need positive people. You don't want to be around someone who's always grouchy, somebody who always seems to be mad, always have something negative to say. Positive leaders, people with positive attitudes, they're able to go places where others can't or others won't. Positive people with positive attitudes, they do things that others can't. They're not restricted. They're not restricted by self-imposed limitations. They're there. They're positive. They're determined to walk to the very edge of their potential because they don't accept defeat. They continue to strive for perfection. That is so important. The last one, my friend, is just simply people skills. Excellent people skills involve a genuine concern for others, the ability to understand people, and the decision to make positive interactions with others primary concern. Think about this. Our behavior towards others determine their behaviors towards us. What is your plan, my friends, for locating and identifying potential leaders? They're there. You just have to open your eyes and invite them in and learn and grow together. Thank you, my friends. This is Dr. Charles, The Red Line. Have a great day and make it a great week. Now let's go back to work.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about The Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.